Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. Here is the sketch that I was using to inspire this layout. This is part of my Maggie Holmes de-stashing the collection, all the collections. I had a massive amount of Maggie Holmes collections in my stash, mixes and matches of all different collections that she's released. And so almost everything on this would be Maggie Holmes. Some of it is crepe paper. I find crepe paper to have a very similar style and design to a lot of Maggie Holmes products, just my personal opinion. And then I think that doily might be even from a dollar store, I'm not sure. So what I did is I used the sketch to inspire the kind of amounts of paper I needed to put this layout together. So I constantly am looking at my sketch and seeing approximately how many different patterns of paper I need to have to bring the sketch to life. And I'm also looking to see the sizes. So if it's a smaller piece of paper, I'm going to look in my scrap section. If it's a piece of paper that I know I don't have, unless if I cut into a 12 by 12 sheet, I'm going to look at 12 by 12 sheets. So that's one thing that I kind of do. I also like to map my photos, so I'm also looking for a pattern paper or cardstock, but in this case I'm really trying to use up what I have, and so part of that is trying to back my photos with pattern paper if I find one that I like the way it looks. So this is how I've been able to kind of get over that block, that mental block in my mind of what paper goes with what. Obviously, since I'm doing all Maggie Holmes, it is a little easier. Most of it kind of goes together. But I would also say if you maybe are not as keen on putting your own kits together, or you're a little bit nervous, or you only just use one collection, a way to kind of dip your toes in the sand for mixing collections is just to mix collections from one designer, mix all Maggie Home collections, mix Vicki Boutin collections, mix Shamel Lane collections, mix Paige Taylor Evan collections, or Jen Hadfield collections. That's just a little idea. As you can see on the left side or the right side of my screen, there are tons of pieces of ephemera and little bits and bobs, and I put them there because I want to get them on this layout. So I'm also using the sketch to guide where my embellishment clusters should go. And sometimes I'll use the sketch also to guide, if it's going to be a circle base for the embellishment cluster. Is it going to be a frame that's the base? Is it going to be banners? Is it going to be a tag? Not always, but sometimes. And then as you can see here, each of my clusters kind of has a larger base that I'm building on top of. So in the bottom left hand corner it says Bravo 20. It's kind of that blackish gold piece of ephemera. Then on top of the photo, on top of our heads, there's a tag that I'm kind of using as a base for a cluster. And then kind of in the top right hand corner, there's that circular frame that is kind of another base for a cluster. I will say I don't necessarily have my traditional odd number of clusters. I kind of have the banners at the tippy top left hand corner, and then I have 3 clusters, and then I kind of have another bit of floral sticking out by where the journaling's going to go. That just hasn't happened yet on the page. So hopefully that kind of explains some of my thinking. This photo is from December 2015. It's of me and my sister Morgan. I have 2 younger sisters and 2 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. And so Morgan is the older of my 2 younger sisters. So I was an only child, and then she was my first sibling. And so she has really long hair. It goes past her bum. She never cuts it. And so she's kind of famous for her hair, so you can see all her long hair in here. But I chose the title Always Lovely because I do kind of feel like my sister is always pulled together in some kind of way. I like her sense of style and fashion. It's very different than mine. Though on occasion we do borrow clothes. So sometimes we overlap, but she's just like a very understated cool when she gets dressed. And I don't know. I think that's cool. I really like her sense of kind of individuality and how she expresses herself. And her hair is just like always a statement piece. That's really lovely. I wish I had long hair like her, but she has like this thick long hair and I have thin hair. So I've learned to just embrace that I have thin hair. And it would not look good going down to my bum. Anywho, we were at dinner. So for sometimes, not as much now that like we're married, like, you know, two of us are married, and we have like we have like in-law family, our own families. But before we were married, we would go we'd always usually travel for Christmas, and then as we got older and started dating people, we started to usually just kind of stay around Miami, South Beach area for a couple days. That way everybody could be a part of it. And so this was just a Christmas Day dinner in South Beach as a family, and so we loved it as girls because we always would get dressed up each night for dinner, and yeah, it's kind of fun getting dressed up. Anyhow, here are some close-ups. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd be curious to know how you feel about mixing collections from the same designer. So like, do you feel confident mixing Shamel with Shamel, or Maggie Holmes with Maggie Holmes, or Vicky Booten with Vicky Booten? Just curious to see your guys' thoughts. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.